Hey, my name's David. I'm the plant-powered runner, and I'm training to run a 100-mile race in a couple of years from now. However, I have to get my mileage back up and need to lose a little bit more weight, and I want to stay injury-free, all while using the Maffetone method, and I have incorporated 2-hour runs in my day, and this is what the results look like. Running is a little bit different these days, and I'm not crazy. Today is day 10 of running 2 hours or more every morning. And I gotta tell you, gotta feel awesome. Like probably the best I've felt in like 3 years. But you know, there's something happening in my body right now that it's kind of hard to understand if you're not a runner. Because right now, I have never been happier. This is reminiscent of my training in 2023 when I was trying to get my mileage up to run my 50 miler. And I'm telling you right now, this 2-hour principle certainly has shifted what's going on with me. God, this is flipping awesome. It's euphoric in a number of ways. But fingers crossed, things keep going the way I think they're gonna go.
Dave, your body feels great. Like it did. I would have known you doubled your mileage in the last 2 weeks, based on what I'm feeling with your body. It's been a very long time.
Really?
Yeah.
So literally, going from like 50K up to like 100K for a couple of weeks.
I haven't seen. No, in fact, I think you're better than you were the last time I saw you. Turn attention, but I think lots of things come to play, right? Food, I think your training. You said a long time training, so I think all those things combined are helping.
Well, I'm sleeping better. I know that.
And the sleep is huge, right?
And the weight's coming off.
Yeah.
So I mean, if you think you're down,
okay,
I'm down.
So that was
13.
really awesome. I'm totally flipping happy with the way things are going. Continue on. You know, this 100 miler training, it's all working out. It's working out. I'm so pumped.
Running has felt kind of strange lately. Running is different. Running has been different for quite some time. Like you can go online and you can see all kinds of things of what, the so-called experts are talking about. How to train, how to run faster. Just scroll through YouTube or scroll through Google. I mean, it can be such a wealth of information, but to dissect all the information, including the things that I'm talking about, it's hard. It can be very confusing for somebody who's, trying to find a way to get back into running after being injured, or you're starting off on your running journey, or you're getting older like I am and you want to be able to, keep your fitness and keep going and keep the motivation happening and all of these things. It can be confusing. It can be overwhelming. It can be like, who do I believe in? Who do I resonate with? And who can I connect with? I mean, running just seems different. And it has for a while. So I decided that I would kind of go back to my roots. I would go back to my training of how I was training in 2020, how I was training at the end of 2019, when I started on the journey of using the Maffetone method. About working my way back up to getting in some of these longer mileage runs in, right? Like these long, slow runs. And look, I really wasn't concerned about how fast I was going to go because I know I've been here. This isn't my first rodeo. Over the summertime, I noticed that my running just wasn't the same. Like I steered away from the Maffetone method. I started to do a lot of zone 2 training, a lot of Cavarvan training, because I could run. I could run using those numbers, and my numbers matched the Kavarvan method number formula thing, and it worked. My inconsistency was still there, and I wasn't kind of like I wasn't really dialed in. I really wasn't committed. I really wasn't, I don't know. I think I was just going through the motions. But something happened. Like I said on my previous video, something happened, and it's made me look at running differently, and what it means to me, and what my goals mean to me, and how running this 100-mile run is gonna be awesome. It's gonna break me. It's gonna expose a lot of things that I didn't know were there, or maybe I did know were there, but I just didn't want to admit it. But yeah, running is different. Running hasn't been, running throughout the summer just didn't seem right. And YouTube suggests all kinds of different videos that I watch. And I start to watch them, and I take what they tell me and I start to apply it. But then I realize I start kind of getting off track, and I'm not being focused on what's kind of my experience and what's true to me and what my capabilities are. My capabilities are a lot more than what I think they are. And I think the more time and the more attention that I give these ideas and these thoughts, I'll be able to see this in my training. And this is what's really beautiful, because I have started to see some really great results running 2 hours. Look, it's not a magic number. It's a number that I came up with a while ago that I just really liked doing. Maybe because not everyone was doing 2 hours. Maybe because most people can't run 2 hours a day, and I'm fortunate enough that I can. Maybe it's not going to happen all the time, but right now I've got the ability and the time to do it, because I know what's coming in my work schedule, and it's starting to go a little busy, and meaning I have to get out earlier in the morning, and that's just something that I need to do. And if my goals are big enough and scary enough to motivate me to keep doing what I'm doing, then that's what I'll do. But running is different. Running is not the same as it was before. And I feel it. I feel it in the air. I feel it in my bones. I feel it in my joints. But I don't mean that running is bad. It's quite the opposite. Running is becoming epic. Running is becoming a joyful experience the longer I'm out there. Running has started to add so much joy to my life again that I want to talk more about it. I want to have these kind of one-on-one conversations to share with you. And as we go into the fall, the autumn season, I'm going to start to see some pretty cool results with regards to my speed, my pace, the heart rate, everything. Everything's going to start to change. And all this hard work that I've put in this year is going to start to come to fruition. And I'm pumped. God, I'm so pumped about this. And I'm there, guys. I'm there. I'm super excited. So I ate like crap yesterday. Oh my gosh. It was probably like my worst eating day ever. It was so bad. I take my car in to get repaired. And while I was in there, they had these vegan brownies that had zucchini in them. And I thought, oh, this would be awesome. And then the next thing you know, I was having a coffee. And then the rest of the day just kind of spiraled from there. But hey, it is what it is. Today I'm back on eating healthier. I mean, I even had vegan cookies, vegan donuts. I think I had 3 coffees yesterday. There was a decaf one and then 2 regulars. Added sugar was in there and then the donuts, and I literally fell apart. It was so bad. I was just out with a client and it just kind of spiraled. And heck, you pick yourself up. But today's run was the heart rate was higher. Could definitely feel it. But then again, I took the run off the road. I took the run off the high school track, and I literally just started to head out onto some trails and then some back roads and then country roads, and it was awesome. But man, you don't really realize there's these gradual hills that you really can't see it, but it's this constant feeling of going up, 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 up. It's like never ending. And then when you do go down, it's like you go down like a little bit, and then it's up, 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 up. It's like, oh my gosh, really? I picked the wrong way to run this road. Run's done. Time to, oh my God, time to dunk myself in the pool. Oh my gosh. I mean, I don't have like really a big pool. It's just an above ground pool, but honestly, this is just exactly what I need at the end of a run. Oh my gosh. Oh. Oh. One. It's a late start to my run today. Oh man, but all these leaves are on the ground. I am not looking forward to fall. If you've been watching my channel for any amount of time, you know that I really dislike the whole transition from one season to another. I just find it very hard to kind of navigate that. I don't know if any of you guys do, but maybe comment below and let me know. I mean, once the season is here, like once fall or autumn is like here in its grasp, then that's great. Or if winter is here, like in the depths of it, I'm okay. It's just these transition weeks or a transition month that I find really hard, because I don't want to let go of the awesome weather to go into the colder weather, even though there's benefits of the colder weather. You know what I mean? Results from running 2 hours every day is quite surprising. And I'm going to share this with you because if you're thinking about running 2 hours every day, or even adding in a couple of 2-hour runs during the week, look, this is what's happened to me, and maybe it could happen for you. 2 hours in the heat today. It was hot and it was hard, but man, it was worth it. God, I love these 2-hour runs. Oh my gosh, they're flipping awesome. Oh yeah, I gotta take a break every now and then, but man, it just fills me with so much joy. It's nice to be back and feeling the way I feel. Just need to lose some more weight and I'll be much happier. Oh yeah, it's happening. I feel it in my bones. Another 2 hours in the books. I gotta go see my buddy. He's on the Bruce Trail right now and he's running 65K or 67. I think he's trying to break the fastest known time on this one section. So I gotta get my butt ready and head out the door. This stuff just works so well.
That's good. We only got 6K. If even.
6K. Only 6K.
I think, yeah, I'm starting to negotiate with myself with how long's left to go, but I've been pretty well on the money for everything.
You've been doing amazing.
Yeah.
No, I mean, like, my watch is consistent with what I thought these points would.
I don't know how he runs so fast, but he does. I was gonna run, well, I kind of dressed as if I was gonna run with him for a little bit, just in case he needed it, but there's no way I'd be even able to keep up with him right now. That's how fast he's running. Have fun, dude.
See you soon. Hi, David.
And there he goes, my crazy running buddy. I can't even see him all the way. Look
Look at that shot.
Oh my gosh.
But my body is sore.
Okay. Do you want the gun?
Yeah.
Now that
So lay it down.
is awesome.
So we are
Right here. Yeah.
So yeah, I'm going straight up that road and then making a left and 50K. So I'm here. So I'm staying pretty level. I drop and then so a couple tough climbs. This was at the ski place.
Oh.
I don't know if it's officially Devil's Glen or whatever, but that was a tough moment. It actually felt a lot harder than this climb.
Guys, this is no hard sell, but if you guys are finding these videos very valuable to you in your training, or you're entertained by this crazy Canadian who wants to run a 100 miler, give me a like, maybe comment, share it with a friend. I'd appreciate it, and hopefully YouTube kind of takes it and spreads it out to more people. Thanks a lot, guys. I really feel like I've been able to kind of crack that code and be able to run at a distance that allows me to, first off, feel good, but second, just be able to dial it in and get that those extra kilometers. I don't know, there's just something, psychologically about once you pass that 1.5 hours, something changes for me. And it's knowing that if I can run for 2 hours, running for 3 hours is not so hard. So while I'm slowly building up my mileage to be able to run this, 100 miler, the 2-hour run gives me everything that I talked about on my past video. And if you haven't seen it, you can just go ahead and click up there. But this is kind of like a complimentary video that kind of deals with that particular video. What I'm trying to say is, it works really well. In a span of 2 weeks of running 2 hours each day. Now, 2 of the runs I did off trail over at Island Lake. And when I saw the result, it kind of shocked me at first, right? Like, when I started this off, I wasn't planning on running 2 hours every day. It was just, I just needed something to kind of kickstart everything. And it happened. It did kickstart something, and it kickstarted like a fire inside of me. And now that I'm looking at running longer at the same heart rate, and I'm seeing my pace quicken, and I'm able to go further, it's brought me right back to where I was in 2020. And I'm like, I can do this. So in those 2 weeks, I actually was able to run 1 kilometer further. Everything else is the same. But I was able to run that, and I thought, that's something I could be pretty proud of. Now, I know that, running every day is not exactly going to be right for everybody. And, I'm not going to continue running every single day either, right? It's just something that I needed to just kind of that kickstart. But when you see a result like that, you kind of go, what else is possible, right? What else can I do? And I know, and some of my last videos, some of you have maybe thought that I was being kind of negative, or I've steered away from using the Maffetone method. But, some of you have even said, you can't categorize everyone with just one simple formula. And all of that's true. Everyone is different. But I've come back to it now because I'm able to run at that pace. I wasn't able to before. Like, I had kind of really gotten down on my fitness. And yes, I still have weight to lose, but I'm down. I'm slowly working my way down the ladder. And to be able to come back and start using the Maffetone method and to start seeing the results like I did before, it just shows that it does work. But you need to be patient. And yeah, you may have to run a little bit more than the average person, or maybe you don't. Again, it's so individualized. And so this is from me to anybody out there who's thinking that maybe the Maffetone method isn't really right. Try it. Give it a month. Give it 1 month. Be consistent. Run at least 4 times a week. 5 is better, maybe even 6. But again, do what is right for you and listen to your body. And just track the results, right? Track your sleeping, track the food that you eat, track the caffeine intake that you have. Like, watch those things, right? Put it into your journal, and you will see the things that make a difference in your running. Is it the food? Is it the weather? Is it the stress? Like, what is it that's causing you to slow down or regress or plateau, right? Because at some point you're going to have to do some speed work to kind of, it's like that next gear, right? To get going, right? Like, you don't always have to run slow. So if you incorporate the Maffetone method, like do like 80% MAF and 20% hill repeats or fartlicks or tempo runs or threshold runs or track workouts or whatever it is, then go ahead and do that. But track the results and see if it's working. Because I know it works for me. And I know if you give it time, you will see benefits. If you're thinking about quitting and not using the Maffetone method, this video right here would be a good place to start and have a watch, and you may learn a lot from it and figure out what's next for you. So like I always say, get out and run. See you next week, guys. Bye. Going back to my roots has really made a difference. I'm so pumped and so excited to share my results with you guys. Thanks for being here. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for subscribing. Thanks for commenting. And thanks for the likes on the videos, because they really do help me. I'm going to see a subscriber of mine. He traveled all the way from the UK to come visit. Oh my gosh, it's going to be flipping awesome. That's next week's video, guys.
Trying to find some balance.